Alright, in we go. So our goal right now is treasure. I don't know how scary these guys are. I'm going to see if I can bring it down with the silver sword. And I think blindness actually works in this version, so I guess now we're going to run from this fight. Is the idea. So treasures I want from here. I will either want the floater. I mean, as far as plot progression items, obviously I want stuff like Mazmune, you know, all that good stuff. But what I really want is the floater, which would get me the airship right away, or the crown, which gets me access to other parts of the world. I'm actually going to lit 3 this thing. We're not really high enough level to get the critical hits and such yet. Pyle should be high enough level that I can take off his weapon now, though. So we're just gonna unequip that. I want to keep everybody's health up above 100, I think. And Lars a little bit higher. That's probably okay. Okay. So this is the scary monster. Let's see if it's got anything nasty. And it's scary because it has a lot of hit points, but if we could bring it out with level 3 magic here... I should have went back to Canaria to get Ice 3, honestly, because these things are weak to ice. And they might have rolled higher than usual hit points. And he just does not like Pyle. He needed Pyle dead. Fortunately, most of these fires are on spikety squares. You're not going to just run into these as random encounters in here. Soft potion. Irk. Irk. A cap. I actually wouldn't mind getting wiped in this area, because if I know that these treasures aren't worth getting, I don't have to zigzag back up through here. And there's our Stone Touch on Argoyles. And I've got no good way to cure petrification yet. So Argoyles are the worst. Okay, so we know that chest is bad. You know, we're just going to attack the Pede, because it looked like it rolled slightly lower health. All of the experience gains are increased just across the board. It's just a function of the randomizer. You can set it to give extra experience in gold per encounter, because the interesting part of the game is not leveling up on monsters. The interesting part of the game is randomizing all the treasures and spells. So again, it's more like just a quality of life kind of thing. So you don't have to spend a lot of time grinding. Yeah, we know those treasure boxes are terrible. I don't have a way to cure petrification at all, so we really need to not get in fights with Argoyles. This might not be runnable, actually. You know, let's take it. I think the Wizogre fights are not runnable. Ooh, those Wizogres are weak, though. Weaker than the Grogers, even. Go figure. We're a little outclassed as far as the monsters in here. But no more so than I'm used to in like a vanilla run of the game, you know? I mean, because I like to do Ice Cave early, I like to do Castle Ordeals very early, so I'm used to being in situations where monsters are much more powerful than usual. Yeah, we really should have got that Ice 3. I'm going to just go ahead and hit it with 2 lit 3s. I've got a house, I can back out and refill those spell charges if need be. So I'm not super worried, and getting killed is not that big of a disadvantage because I've got that low level life. Honestly, I'm not sure how much Ice 3 would be helping because it was a level 3 spell. We don't have a lot of level 3 charges as it is. Got a lot of heals though. Heals are nice and cheap in this seed. The first version of the randomizer I played... Hey, there we go. You weren't guaranteed to get heal potions or pure potions or even softs, I don't think. I don't think you were guaranteed to get anything in Carnaria. It was just pure randomized. But that means you could get into a situation we're out of here. That's it. We're not out of here. I still want to check the big treasure room. You can get into a situation where enemies could stone you early on. Oh god, don't wipe me, please. Please, thank you, Pyle. Thanks for getting us out of here. And you have no way to reverse the effect. It was pretty nasty. There's the big treasure room on this floor, and there's 2 more treasures up in the Ziggity Zags. And I think I want all of them. So what we're going to do is go out and save this floater first, so I don't wipe on Argoyles as I'm running around. Oops. Basically, in my headspace, unlike Zelda 1 Randomizer, which you really can't play without taking notes, this game is pretty... You kind of really don't need the notes. Actually, I guess this might be runnable, because you got a chance to strike first. But you do want to keep a mental tally of where you've checked and where you haven't. Because if you think you've checked a particular dungeon, but there was like a far-off treasure you didn't check, that could be terrible. That could be really awful. That's a potentially game-ending state, because then your crown is God knows where. Maybe there's one chest you missed in the Marsh Cave because you checked the treasures in an order that you're not accustomed to, or something stupid happened. Now what, nerd? What do? You go back through every dungeon in the game looking for the one treasure box you missed? So I do want to clear out at least this floor of the volcano. And we'll see if we get anything else good here. There's lots of fun stuff we can check with the floater, though. Lots of real easy stuff. Oh, I don't have any more Lit 3 against these guys. Welp. I should have used a house outside, not a cabin. And this is unrunnable. Let's hope for some lucky rolls on Lars's hits. I'm gonna have her cast Heal because she can't do anything anyway. Didn't he get a level 2 spell? Maybe Sam does have a level 2 spell. There's a crit. Yeah, let's just heal here. No level 2 spells. We'll have our airships. We'll be able to go back and check. That's the hit we want to see right there. There you go, kids. Goat has level 2 magic. Goat has level 2 life. So here you go, the rare case where healing during combat is actually going to be useful for us. Although this is a strat I use in vanilla FF1 as well. It's just usually a useless character will be using the healing staff rather than casting the healing spell. But it's the same principle, basically. Goat doesn't have anything better to do on her turn. And she's going to be dead weight. Unless we get low-level Fade. If we have Fade in like a level 1 to level 4 slot, that would be ideal. The other black magic we really want to see is low-level Temper. Since Fast is going to be out of reach, Temper is going to be at a premium. The way it works is Fast increases the amount of hits that you do, Temper increases the amount of damage each of those individual hits does. At least that's how it's supposed to work. There's a pro ring, so yeah, this was absolutely worth coming up here for. And a tent. Okay. But in the vanilla game, it's bugged. The temper spell doesn't work. But if we, and it's usually level 2 spell. There's a more powerful version of that called Saber. The difference being Saber you can only cast on yourself. Which is silly. Ooh, Pro Cape. I like it. We're going to give this to Pyle for now. He can't use it. Actually, can anybody use it? Oh, okay, you can use it. We can run from this guy. I was explaining something, but I forget what I was explaining now. Another ribbon. Oh yeah, Temper and Saber. Because only a... We're going to give this to Lars, I think. Yeah. Only the Black Mage or Black Wizard can cast Saber. Excellent find. Excellent, excellent find. There you go. Oh, Volcano is good times, guys. Volcano is... Ooh, well, you know, this is going to be fine now because we can do this. We got black clothes. Oh, as long as he doesn't die, that would suck. Oh, Lars has the Ice Sword. That's why he's doing way more damage to these guys than I'm expecting. Because that actually works in this version. They fixed the elemental bug on weapons, so I should be hitting their weak point. Nice. Because you can only cast the Saber spell with a Black Mage, and all it does is raise your attack stat, it's usually a useless spell. But there's a piece of equipment called the Power Gauntlets that cast it. So we're going to want to find those too. Because Fast is going to be out of reach, we're going to want to find those Power Gauntlets and let Pyle carry them so he can at least raise his own attack power. And unlike Fast, Temper and Saber are stackable. So we have Pyle using the gauntlets on himself for 1 or 2 turns. And while that's happening, we have Sam cast Temper on him. And life is pretty good. He'll still be doing a lot of damage. And we might power level him later too. If we, I mean, we have that option. So this floor is now clear of all treasures. So I know there's nothing useful here. We're not going to get into a situation where the crown is in a corner of the volcano I didn't check. So I made sure to open all the boxes. All we got to do now is get out of here with our floater. Like it, love it, want some more of it. So, where can we check now? We can do all the Cardia Island treasures. Those are all freebies. There's a ton of boxes up there. We can do Titan's Tunnel. We don't need the ruby to get through Titan's Tunnel. There's 4 boxes in there we can get real easily. We get access to the Gaia, On-Rack, and Leaf and Magic shops. So we'll know what all of our magic is at the end of this. Scorpions are still kind of nasty. We're running from scorpions. Beautiful. I'm going to use my tent here. Less useful to use the house now that we've got this black shirt. The black shirt casts Ice 2, which is level 4 magic typically. It's also pretty good armor for Sam, but he can't use it yet because he's a black mage, not a black wizard. Lord knows where the tail is. It's impossible to know where the tail is. It's in a treasure box somewhere in the world. But if that treasure floor in the volcano had not had anything really good, you can go deeper in the volcano, and there's another floor with a lot of treasure rooms. I don't know how many actual boxes, but it's a lot. And very few, if any, duplicates. And the volcano is also a notoriously easy dungeon to get through, because obviously the way encounters work is you cannot get a random encounter on a tile that deals damage to you. So you just walk on the lava tiles as much as possible. You can get through the volcano very, very, very quickly by using that strategy. Okay. Let's go back to Canaria first. And I think it was level 3 Ice 3, and then like level 19 Ice 2 or something silly. So ideally we'll find Nuke at level 2, and then Fire 3 at level 4. And that will give Sam a powerful attack spell in each of the first 4 slots. That would be the... That's the dream right there. Airship! So we have the airship. We haven't killed any fiends yet. We haven't gone into the ice cave. We might never have to go into the ice cave. Oh, wouldn't that be lovely? Wouldn't that be lovely? We're going to do a quick magic check here. Oh, I can afford some of those silver bracelets now. I think I need to buy 2 of those. Yeah, there we go. Ice 3. Nice. Yeah, we'll get 2 of these. 1 for Pyle. 1 for Sam. We want that in the first spot. Oh no, we want the rib. Yeah, that's right. That's what we want. So we can sell off some of this armor that we're not going to use. Lars can get rid of this. Pyle can get rid of this. Alright, looking pretty sexy. So we got Cardia Islands and Titan's Tunnel that we can check right now. That's pretty easy to get to. There's just boxes for days in those locations. The next thing we want to find... Let me think. Like, the next actual dungeon we'd want to do on the list would be the waterfall, because we're guaranteed to get the cube there. I don't know why. We do need the rod to complete the game, so we do need to come in here. But... yeah, we need the cube. None of the items that NPCs give you, the cube, the rod, the loot, that sort of thing, none of those are randomized. All those are still in the right spot, which I hope gets changed, actually. I would like to see that change in a future version of Randomizer. I think it'd be really fun. It would open up a lot of weird... it would, like, change the sequence in a lot of strange ways to get stuff in a wacky, out-of-order kind of way. But the next actual dungeon... I don't know, I think I'd go back into the volcano, honestly. I think I would do the bottom of the volcano. I don't want to mess with no giant pack of ghouls. The waterfall is tempting because you get the cube, but there's only a couple of boxes. We do have to do the waterfall eventually, but... I think there's only like 7 or 8 boxes, and the monsters in there can be kind of nasty as well. I can't get into Mirage Tower because I don't have the chime. I can't get the chime until I have the slab. So the slab is the next like major progression item I'd like to see. Or the crown would be excellent too, because I could destroy Astus and then that opens up all the Mystic Key treasures. That's a sword. Sure he is. He can't use it, but it is a sword. Let's give that to Goat for now. Give Goat an attack option. Sun Sword, I don't think he can... oh my goodness! He can. A fighter can use the Sun Sword. I thought he'd have to wait till he was a knight. Well, that's an end game weapon that we have now. I mean, at any point, if we find the Adamant, we can just go get Excalibur. At any point. We can't use Excalibur until class change, though, so it's useless without the tail. Speaking of class change, let's go see if we can get anything really good out of Cardia Islands. Oh, I guess we should check the Oasis real quick. Just in case the bottle's where it's supposed to be.
Shoutouts to Ace of Heartless for sponsoring this video, and to everybody who helps make my channel possible by supporting me on Patreon.